Alright guys, it's me Josh here again. I'm going to be reviewing the newest film in this certain franchise, Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne is the newest film in this franchise. It's the fifth film in this franchise. And because I do count The Bourne Legacy with Jeremy Renner from 2012 as the fourth film, but for some people Legacy may not exist, but to me it does. For example, one of my YouTuber friends named Sean, he says this movie is a poor excuse just to write Matt Damon out. But to me, I see it as a really good film. Anyways, this film is directed by Paul Greengrass, who once again returns to direct this awesome tackler film. And he also directed The Bourne Supremacy, as well as my favorite Jason Bourne film, The Bourne Ultimatum. And this once again sees the return of Matt Damon after being absent from Bourne Legacy. And yes, people want Matt Damon to return because the one with Jeremy Renner didn't work out. So, what's the basic plot of the film, you may ask? Okay, here it is. It's been 10 years since Jason Bourne has walked away from the agency that trained him to become a deadly weapon. Hoping to draw him out of the shadows, CIA Director Robert Dewey assigns hacker and counterinsurgency expert Heather Lee to find him. Lee suspects that former operative Nikki Parsons is also looking for him. As she begins tracking the duo down, Bourne finds himself back in action, battling a sinister network that utilizes terror and technology to maintain unchecked power. What I think of this movie is, I'll be honest, I was pretty excited for this film, practically from the start, and then trailers, TV ads were advertising this film, and the movie looked really good. And then the Rotten Tomatoes score gave this film a 57, and that is where I got a little nervous and very worried about the film because I was afraid I wouldn't like it. And speaking of Rotten Tomatoes, I forgot to mention this in my Ghostbusters review. And this movie has a lower rating than Ghostbusters 2016. And speaking of Ghostbusters, I forgot to mention this in the review, but there's a certain scene in that movie where they play the Rhythm of the Night from The Last Dragon, and I forgot to, but I'm just gonna say it here, even though this is a review for Jason Bourne. I should not hear Rhythm of the Night in a freaking Ghostbusters movie, because that song does not deserve to be in anything but The Last Dragon. But anyways, I freaking love this film. The acting in this movie is superb, is fantastic. Matt Damon is once again awesome as his character, and he still shows that he is not afraid to take on a challenge and fight the bad guys. We do find out his real name, and it is David Webb. And some trivia for you guys. Matt Damon also produced this movie. Julia Stiles as Nikki Parsons is really great, and once again she's fantastic in her performance. Alicia Vikander is amazing as Heather Lee, and I really enjoy her performance throughout the whole movie. And Alicia Vikander as CIA agent, though, she's beautiful. This is the first movie I've seen Vikander in. I have not seen The Danish Girl or anything else she's been in. You also have Tommy Lee Jones, aka Agent K from Men in Black, in this film as Robert Dewey, who is the new CIA leader, and he is great. Tommy Lee Jones is always great. Vincent Castle as the Asset, who is a Blackbriar assassin, working for the Iron Hand program. He was great too. Paul Greengrass not only returns to direct, but also helped write and produce this film as well. And man, the script is on point, the direction is freaking awesome, and the shaky cam is amazing, and it does not take me out of the movie. It's only in a few moments, but not too much. The action in this movie is insane. The beginning of the film, when Bourne is fighting in Greece with another man, that was intense. And that's another thing. For a PG-13 rated film, the action is pretty darn intense, and it's freaking fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about the action in this movie. It is great. Cinematography is still freaking awesome and insane, and the ending, well, I won't spoil it, but I will say it was a freaking epic ending. This movie was so freaking good. I didn't want this film to end, but I can't wait to see what Damon and Greengrass comes up next with this franchise. And the musical score is amazing too. John Powell returns to do the score with a little bit of help, and they still have the awesome theme from the entire series, Extreme Ways by Moby, and it still sounds awesome. I just love that song. Overall, if you enjoyed the first three only or the entire 4-film series, you may like this film, but if you didn't like Legacy or the first 3 films, you may hate this film, or this might be new to you if you're a newcomer. But I definitely recommend any newcomers to watch the first 4 films before seeing this one. I'm going to give Jason Bourne my JD Rainbow Seal of approval. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Jason Bourne. Do you like it? Do you hate it? If you somewhat hate this film, explain why. I'll see you guys later.